Okay, Assalamualaikum to all my beloved students. So today we are going to continue chapter 2, which is the industrial wastewater treatment and disposal. So before this, we have going through some of the EQA 1974, and then we have going through the regulations related to IETS in IER 2009. And so today I'm going to explain the IETS procedure. Okay, so remember what is the meaning of IETS? Okay, Industrial Effluent Treatment System. Okay, how to treat the wastewater. While IETS is Industrial Effluent Characterization Study. Okay, the characterization of the wastewater. Okay. And then also I will explain the detailed function of each equipment for primary, secondary, and also tertiary treatment. Okay, so this is a legal requirement for wastewater pollution control involved section 25 and also section 29. Okay, and also this one we have covered before. Okay, the IER 2009 consists of 33 regulations. Okay, remember the most important regulation is regulation 3, the application. Okay, so this one you have to remember all the 6 items involved. Okay, so the sources which generate raw effluent for the following are subjected to IER. Okay, the first one, the BOD load of the effluent, okay, more than 6 kg per day. So if more than 6 kg per day, then we have to do the IETS. Okay. The same goes to SS, more than 6 kg per day, we have to do IETS, and the summation of BOD and suspended solid, okay, the effluent discharge volume, okay, if 60 meter cube per day, so we have to do IETS, and if the effluent contain any metals, and lastly, if the effluent containing oil and grease. Okay, so if any of the 6 items involved, so you have to do IETS. Okay, and next, okay, this one also all the 33 regulations. Okay, if you can still remember what we have learned before. Okay, this one standard A and standard B for COD. Okay, other industry, remember, other industry is industry which is not involved pulp and paper industry, textile industry. So other than this fermentation, so other than all of A, B, C, so you that is under other industry. Okay, so you have to remember the limitation. For standard A is 80 and standard B is 200. Okay, and next, maintenance of record. Okay, the record must be kept up until 3 years. Okay, so this one, all the 33 regulation. Okay, so this is what we're going to learn today. Okay, this one. Okay, the primary and secondary treatment, also the tertiary treatment. Okay, so this is basically a method selected for particular effluent. Okay, depend on several factors. Okay, the first one is the characteristic of the effluent. This is IETS. Okay, depends on the characteristic. Not all IETS is the same. Okay, so it depends whether if the wastewater containing metal, so you need to have equipment to remove metal. Okay, and also depends on the degree of treatment required, depends on the effluent standard imposed, depends on capital and operating cost, space availability, and also depends on manpower requirement. Okay, so the IETS depends on these factors. Okay, and then Next one is the general flowchart of IETS. Okay, this is only an example, the general. Okay, so as I mentioned before, not all IETS is the same. Okay, depends on the characterization study. Okay, remember IETS characterization study. Okay, the table given, whether it contains metal or not, it contains nitrogen or not. Okay, so the first one is physical treatment. Okay, and then secondary treatment and tertiary treatment. Okay, what is PCP? PCP is physical and chemical process. Okay, so if you can look here, process 1 is physical. Okay, what is equalization tank? Equalization tank is to equalize all the wastewater coming from different sources. Okay, let's say stream 1 pH 2. Okay, stream 2 pH 5 and stream 3 pH 10. Okay, so after coming into the equalization tank, so the pH will be mix and then will be different pH lah. Okay, and then number 2 is metal removal. Number 3, okay, so number 3 here is BP. What is BP? Biological process. Okay, so biological process only for number 3, and the rest, number 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 is the combination, whether physical or chemical process. Okay, so this is the general one. Okay, next look at the type of pollutant and type of treatment processes needed. Okay, so for example, given here is degradable organic. So in order to remove degradable organic pollutants, so we need to have biological treatment. Okay, so under biological treatment, there are several systems. Okay, such as stabilization pond, aerated lagoons, trickling filter, RBC, activated sludge, and also anaerobic treatment. Okay, so the most yang paling biasa digunakan adalah aerated lagoons and also activated sludge. Okay, and number 2, if we have volatile organic, also we use biological treatment, air or stream stripping, carbon adsorption, and also chemical oxidation. For COD level, if the IECS containing COD, okay, so this treatment you can use, okay, with the carbon adsorption, chemical oxidation, and so on. Okay, and then most wastewater of course akan mengandungi suspended solid. So in order to remove suspended solid, so these are the treatment. Okay, sedimentation, flotation, filtration, and also membrane processes. And if the wastewater containing oil and grease, so what you can do, you can use oil trap, okay, CPI, API, separator, and also flotation. Okay, so most yang paling biasa digunakan, if we have oil and grease, so we use oil trap. Okay, and again, if the wastewater containing metals, okay, so we can use chemical precipitation or ion exchange. Okay, so this is tertiary treatment actually. Okay, tertiary treatment, more advanced treatment. And if the IECS containing nutrients, okay, so you can use nutrient phosphorus, you can use chemical precipitation. And if containing nutrient nitrogen, okay, nitrogen, you can use nitrification and denitrification. Okay, lastly, if you have color, okay, the wastewater containing color, we can use chemical oxidation or carbon adsorption. Okay,